Imagine just getting out of a relationship with someone you loved. What are some of the first thoughts that come to your mind? Feel free to leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it, what your thoughts are. Hey guys, it's Andrew, and today I'm going to be talking to you about rushing into relationships, and I'm going to tell you, a little bit about my background with a long-term relationship, and I'm going to tell you a couple of reasons why I believe not rushing into a relationship is good for you. Alright, let's cut to the chase, guys. So, I was in a relationship for about 3 years with someone I really liked. We had a pretty good relationship, all in all. We spent a lot of time together, and I really liked that. And then I ended up moving out to California. She had stayed out in Illinois. And only a couple months after I moved out here, I decided to break up with her. I thought, long distance relationship wouldn't work. I just didn't want to go back to Illinois. She didn't want to come to California. And, no offense to Illinois, but I just love California. So I have no plans on returning to Illinois to be a permanent resident. Maybe, visiting my friends. I definitely want to visit my friends, but never, permanently live there. So I decided it would be best for us to end our relationship, and she agreed. So we ended our relationship, and that was that. And we continued talking for a while, but she ultimately started dating someone rather quickly. And she eventually kind of drew a line with me and was just like, well, Andrew, we're just gonna, we can't talk as much because now I'm dating someone. It's just how it is. And I'm like, okay, yeah, that makes sense. I'm not gonna call you as much. So I was pretty devastated because she was someone I spoke to every day for 3 years. She was like support, my friend, and we still talk. We still have a friendship, but it's not as like before where we talk every day. For various reasons, obviously. And so I was just distraught at first. I was feeling pretty bad, and I actually begged for her back, and she said no. And that actually turned out to be good. So let's get into why I think this is good. And before we get into that, tell me, have you been in a long-term relationship with someone you loved, or were you in a short-term relationship? Anything where you just felt really connected to them and then the relationship just ended? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your story about this situation. So let's get into my next point, or to my first point, guys. My first point is going to be, you're not going to have someone that stands in your way, right? You're going to have one less person to talk to. So, at the end of the relationship, sometimes the relationship gets, both parties are bickering with each other, they're arguing with one another, things just aren't going well, and in that sense, you're not going to have to deal with that kind of negativity. That's going to be first and foremost, best part about the breakup is that negativity is going to go away. So you're going to be able to have more time to be positive and surround yourself with positive ideas, thoughts, whatever it is that you want to be positive about. That didn't necessarily apply to my relationship. However, I know that's a very common trait of other people's relationships. I've heard a lot about our relationships. And, it's a really unfortunate part about a relationship. Most people, I don't really hear many people being able to stay friends with their exes. A lot of people, they just feel like cutting ties is the best way to go, and that's completely fine, however you like to do it. I, however, felt it was pretty good to stay friends and have that connection there. So, that's the first point, is you're just really going to be able to do what you want in terms of being happy. You're going to be able to stay happy because you're not going to have that negative force in your life. So let's talk about number two. So going into, you're going to have more time. That's what the next point's going to be. You're going to have a lot more time on your hands to do whatever you want, chase your passion, make some friends, go meet another mate, whatever it is that you love to do. I definitely recommend self-improvement. That's what I did, actually, after we broke up. I started thinking about ways to improve my life personally, and that's now how I am, the person I am today. The person I love, the person everybody loves, that's just me. And that's just so amazing that I got to be who I am because I decided I'm going to go improve my life instead of destruct. right? Because, you know, at first it was a lonely path. It was very sad when we kind of cut down our time of talking, you know. It was just like that person that was there for you for 3 years, like, yeah, you can talk, but it's just not the same anymore, you know. So I decided to find things to do on my own. So what did I go do? I actually went out and decided to figure out how to quit smoking cigarettes. I used to be a smoker for X amount of years, and then I looked into the best way to quitting smoking, and I quit smoking 9 months ago, guys. That's right, I'm on my 9th month now. I'm very happy about this. It used to be a really big money sink, and it was killing me, so, you know, it was I'm very happy that I got that out of the way. So guys, do you incorporate this into getting out when you've been out of a relationship? Please leave your comments in the comment section below. I'd love to hear how you handle yourself after your breakups. And finally, the third point I'm going to talk about is you're going to be able to build a good relationship with someone if you're not rushing into it. So what do I mean by that? What I mean by that is that you're going to be able to take the time to meet someone that you truly love, right? Or you truly care about, or you truly like everything about them, or, you know, some things, and then you're going to know their quirks, you're going to know the things you dislike about them. You know, that's what I absolutely love about not rushing into a relationship. Because you get the time to spend with them. So, you know, let's say you're just going to be friends for a couple months before you date them. You know, oh no, the friend zone. Well, you can get out of it. The friend zone's not that big of a deal. I think it's more important for you to figure out if you care about this person, if they care about you. So, just a quick tip to avoid the friend zone, I would almost even suggest trying to hook up with them earlier on when you're getting to know them. Just to kind of like get that in the mix. There's some kind of feeling or bond, you know. But you don't necessarily have to get into a relationship. At least having that kind of romanticness can really help strengthen that tie between you, because, you know, the thing with waiting, though, can get risky because, you know, you can end up being friend zoned, and not everybody knows how to climb out of the friend zone. The friend zone is a horrid place for a lot of people. A lot of people complain about getting stuck in there, and, you know, that's just a quick, easy tip to avoid that. And if that doesn't help you, you know, I'm sorry that didn't help. What would you do in that situation? How can you make sure that you don't get friend zoned, but also you can stay to the point that you're like not getting into a relationship with them? Please let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to hear that from you guys. And so ultimately, guys, you know, there's 3 positives about this. There's, you know, you're going to have more time on your hands, a lot more time, and so you're going to be able to self-improve. You're going to be able to do whatever you want, chase your passions. That's what I do. You're not going to have anyone really standing in your way. This negative, like, end of a relationship that a lot of people end up having, you're not going to have to worry about that once the relationship's over. You know, at least not as much as you did when you were in the relationship. You're going to be less talking to them, and that's going to be a very big positive. And finally, you're going to be able to really get to know someone before you get into a relationship with them. And if you take shortcuts like I kind of suggested, or maybe someone else in the comments below suggested, then, you know, that's still totally fine. Whatever it takes for you to meet your expectations. Thanks so much for watching my video, guys. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you aboard. And make sure to check out my inspirational video playlist. Thank you so much.